You return home after a long day, you kick back and turn on the TV, but you can't decide what to watch. We've all been there. So let me give you a suggestion. Just watch the US election cycle. Forget Game of Thrones. Forget Succession. This is the real deal. Just look at the storyline. Donald Trump got shot. Joe Biden dropped out. Kamala Harris took over. And now Republicans say Biden is dead. That's enough material for 10 seasons. But in the US, it's just 10 days on the campaign trail. Let's look at the latest episode. Kamala Harris is gaining momentum. She's been reaching out to Democratic delegates. All of them had promised to support Biden. So Harris needs to sway them. And looks like she's already done it. You need 1,976 delegates to snatch the party nomination. Kamala Harris has more than 2,600. The next step is the convention. It is scheduled for the 19th of August in Chicago. If these numbers hold, Kamala Harris will be the nominee. Talk about a swift turnaround. Biden dropped out on Sunday and Harris has hit her target on Tuesday. The question is how? A, because she had Biden's endorsement, so those delegates had an easy choice. And B, because of the party elite. More and more top Democrats are endorsing Harris. The latest is Nancy Pelosi. She is the former Speaker of the US House, also a very powerful figure in the Democratic Party. So the nomination now won't be a problem for Kamala Harris. It's already in the bag. Which brings us to the election. Can she beat Donald Trump? On Monday, Harris spoke at the Democratic campaign office. Her first campaign speech after taking over from Biden. Everyone was looking out for clues, and they got one. Harris went after Trump's criminal record.
I was the elected Attorney General, as I've mentioned, of California, and before that I was a courtroom prosecutor. In those roles, I took on perpetrators of all kinds. Predators who abused women. Fraudsters who ripped off consumers. Cheaters who broke the rules for their own gain. So hear me when I say, I know Donald Trump's type.
So Harris has revealed her hand. It was really a no-brainer. Kamala Harris used to serve as a prosecutor. Donald Trump is a convicted felon. It's a strategy that writes itself. But strategy alone does not win elections. For that, you need money and support. The first one, money, does not seem to be a problem. Kamala Harris has inherited Biden's war chest. Plus, she's on a fundraising spree. Guess how much money she's raised since Sunday? More than $100 million. So clearly, Democratic supporters are enthusiastic. Even celebrities are joining in. Spike Lee, John Legend, Mike Hamill, Cardi B, Viola Davis, and Mark Ruffalo. Now, Hollywood support could be key for Harris. They're often called an ATM for Democrats. But more importantly, they could add momentum to the campaign. You see, Trump has been campaigning since last year. Kamala Harris only has 100 days left. So she has a lot of ground to cover. Enter celebrity supporters, and the message is amplified. The Harris campaign knows this. On Sunday, British pop star Charli XCX endorsed Harris. And she did so in a weird way by writing, Harris is Brat. Now, Brat doesn't mean what you think here. It's the name of Charli's hit album. So she was actually endorsing Harris. That post has gotten 48 million views on X. It's been liked more than 300,000 times. So the campaign immediately latched onto it. They have fully embraced the Brat tag. And what does that mean? What does the tag mean? Someone who doesn't fit the typical gender stereotype, someone who's honest and blunt, someone who likes to party, and someone who's often messy, sort of like a good rebel. You can see why Kamala Harris is embracing this message. Neither Trump nor Biden could connect to young voters, but Harris can. So she's going all in with pop culture. What about the other side? The primary message from Trump and Vance is this: Biden was bad, Harris will be worse.
Now, history will remember Joe Biden as not just a quitter, which he is, but one of the worst presidents in the United States of America. But my friends, Kamala Harris is a million times worse, and everybody knows it.
There is a parallel campaign too, a lot of sexism, racism, and conspiracy theories. J.D. Vance is part of it too. An old video of his is going viral. Vance can be heard calling Harris a childless cat lady. Listen to this.
is that we're effectively run in this country via the Democrats, via our corporate oligarchs, by a bunch of childless cat ladies who are miserable at their own lives and the choices that they've made, and so they want to make the rest of the country miserable too.
Of course, this is a bitter campaign, so things will get ugly, but attacking someone's gender or race is just pathetic. Harris wasn't exactly a popular Veep. Her track record is also questionable, so why not focus on that? Plus, what's with all the conspiracy theories? The latest one is that Joe Biden is dead. A lot of Republicans are pushing this theory. Why? Because he hasn't been seen since the weekend. I'll admit it is strange. As a US president, you cannot go missing for days. You must make appearances, especially after dropping bombshell decisions. But common sense says Biden is not dead. In fact, Biden joined Harris's campaign event on phone call.
It is so good to hear our president's voice. Joe, I know you're still on the call, and we've been talking every day. You guys heard it from Doug's voice. We love Joe and Jill. We really do. They truly are like family to us.
So do we.
And we do, everybody here does.
It's mutual.
I knew you were still there. You're not going anywhere, Joe.
I'm watching you, kid. I'm watching you, kid. I love you.
I love you, Joe. Oh.
Exciting for the neutrals, not so much for Americans. This is definitely shaping up to be a great fight. We can't wait for the results. Or should I say, the series finale.
Across continents, one powerful news source.
Bringing you diverse perspectives on the issues that matter.
We go beyond the boundaries to give you that little extra about every sporting moment.
So thank you for making Firstpost 5 million strong. We're counting on your support, and you can trust us to bring you the news unfiltered and unvarnished.
Climate change is on our doorstep. It's time for a revolution to take root. And it starts with 1.4 billion Indians. It starts with one tree for humanity, one tree for Mother Earth, one tree for our future. Project One Tree, a News 18 network initiative.
On the show today, the T20 World Cup bandwagon has moved across to the West Indies. What can you expect from this?
Hello, I'm Alison Green, coming to you from Durban, South Africa. Today we have a special show.
Let's start with a report on India's shifting nuclear posture. For the first time since India officially became a nuclear power.
Hello and welcome to Firstpost America. I'm Aaron Ham, coming to you live from the nation's capital in Washington, D.C.